Hi guys, been a long time, I know. One of these days I'll get into the video as to everything that went on. Have moved though, so I'm happy about that, to a nice little house. But I'm wearing my fuzzy warms today because it's really cold. We're expecting some rain and snow, what have you. But guys, I want to get to what I want to talk to you about. For all of you guys that dye your hair, which I have been doing for years and years and years, I started dyeing my hair, oh gosh, probably 30 years ago, just at the beginning, just to try different colors. But then you know how it is, you get your grays and pretty soon you gotta dye your hair. So anyway guys, I don't know if you've heard about some people who have some really severe reactions to hair dyes. Well, I had been dyeing my hair all these years, and then just a few weeks ago I dyed my hair with, you know, regular dye that has a chemical called PPD and of course the ammonia. I had a severe reaction. I dyed my hair one night and I went to bed and all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. I started literally, I was like couldn't breathe, couldn't stop coughing. I was itching horribly. It was just the weirdest instant reaction when I hadn't had that problem before. I had noticed a little bit of itching, you know, when I dyed my hair, but didn't think much of it. Well, that was a mistake. If you're getting itching and maybe a little burning, pay attention. That's the first signs of you're getting an allergy to hair dyes. So anyway, I started researching what would be a safer hair dye because I'm not ready to go gray yet. I turned 60 this year, and even though I'm 60 years old, I'm not ready to go gray. And so I did a lot of research. I found a hair dye that just, you know, I looked at a lot of them and none of them really seemed to fit what I needed. But then I came on to this one. I wish I'd have saved the box. I didn't. But it's called Madison Reed. It's a purple. It comes in a really nice big purple box, and you get all your products in there. There's your hair dye. You get your, that's used, sorry, but you get your hair dye. You get your cream developer. Here's the dye. Nice little metal tube. You get a little cap to put on your head after you dye your hair. You get gloves. They give you a cream barrier to put around your hairline so the dye does not dye your skin. And they give you, this is the barrier cream here, and then this one is a cleansing wipe that you wipe it off and you have no stains, and it really does work. Now guys, you know, when you've dyed your hair as long as I have, some people get a lot of damage. I'm very lucky that I did not. My hair stayed very healthy. But this stuff, I am telling you guys, oh, and you also get a little shampoo and conditioner. I didn't grab it, but you get a little shampoo and conditioner with it as well. So you get a lot. And yes, it was, it's pricier than regular hair dye. There's no doubt about it. But for me, since I am going to continue dyeing my hair, I want it to be something healthier, shall we say, than what that PPD has caused a lot of problems for a lot of people. I don't know if you ever heard of that Polly Perrette from NCIS had such a severe reaction she was hospitalized, and it's happened to numerous other people as well. And when I had that reaction, I realized time for a change. Guys, this hair dye is like nothing I've ever tried, and I've tried the kind from the salons and the beauty supplies and all that stuff. My hair came out so silky. I don't think I have a good enough light, but I don't know if you can see, but my hair came out so silky and soft, unbelievably shiny and bouncy. And having gray hair now, I was really worried that because it didn't have this PPD chemical, which is what dyes your hair, helps dye your hair, I was worried it wouldn't really work on my grays. It worked magnificently. It covered my grays, and mine are very resistant. So I was shocked. I've already washed my hair twice. Still no sign of, you know, of it fading out. You know how it does, especially towards the roots. No sign of that yet. And the box says that, you know, it would last, I think it was, I can't remember if it was 4 to 6 or 6 to 8 washings, but it's not faded at all. And guys, I had no reaction, zero reaction, no itching, no burning, nothing. I mean, I was so scared to try it because of what had happened with the last time I dyed my hair. I was scared to even try this. But it's minus, if you look it up, Madison Reed. I don't have all the information in front of me. I wish I did, but I'll put it in the description, the name of the hair dye, and you know, order it online. I had to order it online because nowhere around here I couldn't find anybody that carries it. So I don't know if it's just an online product, but I got it online. And yes, it's a little pricier, but guys, it's well worth it. Not just for those who are, you know, having allergic reactions, but the more you look into the information about what is in hair dyes, it's got some pretty bad stuff in there. So, you know, it's not just something to think about if you have an allergic reaction. And remember, there are people who have been dyeing their hair for 20, 30 years, like me, and then all of a sudden one hair dye and they have a reaction. And some people have almost died. I don't even know if any have, but I know some have almost died because they had to be rushed to the hospital when they'd been dyeing their hair for years and years, and then all of a sudden one time they have this horrible reaction. So I will never touch regular hair dyes again because that was the scariest thing. I mean, when you all of a sudden you're gasping for air, and then I was coughing so hard I couldn't stop. It was like one long cough. I was like, I couldn't stop. It was terrible. And then all of a sudden itching. I was like, my ears started burning. I thought, oh my God. Well, I thought to just run and take an antihistamine, which luckily for me worked right away. Just brought it all down. But I woke up the next morning, washed my hair about 6 times to get as much as I could out of it to stop the itching. I mean, it was just terrible. I'll never touch the stuff again. So guys, go look online, Madison Reed. I'll put the name below. For all of you who are having even the slightest reaction, think about it because it could be the beginning of a very serious reaction. And it has a huge variety of hair colors. They have an amazing. And when you order for the first time, you get a discount, which is nice. So guys, look it up, order it. It will make a difference. My hair, and this is no exaggeration, the next day after I dyed my hair, went to the store, the cashier, she looked at me and she goes, "You have got the most beautiful, healthy hair I have ever seen." And I looked at her and I just said, "Well, thank you. You just made my day." And I said, "I actually just dyed it last night." She goes, "You dye your hair?" I said, "Yes." And she goes, "It looks totally natural. That does not look like dyed hair," which is, you know, that's a good compliment when you dye your hair, because sometimes after a lot of dyeing your hair it can get ruined. But this stuff has a lot of things in it that nurtures your hair. It nurtures it, makes it feel really good. And the shampoo and the conditioner, it does have a little bit, the scent of the shampoo and the conditioner, it's not the greatest. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Pine Sol, which I'm not a fan of, but it's just very slight. And then after your hair dries, it goes away. I'm only using it, you know, because it came with the product, but I will eventually get, you know, my own, you know, shampoo and rinse for, you know, colored hair. But that's the only thing I didn't care for, was the shampoo and conditioner. But I don't care. That's the least of my concerns. It's how it dyed my hair, how well it's lasting, how it made my hair feel, and that I had zero, I mean, we are talking zero reaction. And this is coming from someone who is very sensitive, who has reactions to so many products, it's not even funny. I mean, you wouldn't believe. I was just like, oh, that made me itch. Oh, that made me cough. Oh, you know, it's just one of those things I was blessed with. But you guys know what I'm talking about. So anyway, try it. I'll put it in the description below. Madison Reed. Amazing stuff, guys. Absolutely amazing. I am so thrilled. I wish I could show you my hair, I don't know, in the sunlight or something. Maybe I'll do that one of these days, but maybe you can see it right there. But it is so shiny, so healthy, and so bouncy. I love it. Have a good one, guys. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, whatever you want to call it. But have a happy, happy holiday season. I'm all decorated. I'll be making another video here very shortly. So talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. See ya.